Cancer, this is your 2015 November horoscope with me, Lada, from astrolada.com. For everyone who have their ascendant, sun or moon in Cancer, and often the women would feel their moon sign very strongly because women respond to the energies of the moon a bit more than to the energies of the sun. But nowadays in Western society, a lot of women take up the masculine qualities as well of career, so they also respond to the sun sign. But everyone only listens to their sun sign. But actually, if you listen to at least the sun and the ascendant sign, for example, because the ascendant sign is your physical body and what tangibly happens to you on your daily path in the world, and you can get a much more deeper picture of what's about to happen. And definitely, even if they're contradictory, the predictions, they'll be happening on different levels in your life. And I always combine my sun sign with my ascendant sign because for me the sun sign is quite strong. But anyway, you can find out your ascendant and moon sign if you know your exact time of birth within a few minutes. From my birth chart calculator, I'm putting a link for it here from the planetary detail table. Scroll to it and you'll see sun, Cancer, 25 degrees, moon, Virgo, 17 degrees, ascendant in Sagittarius, 5 degrees, and you can watch the 3 videos if you have time. If not, at least the ascendant sign video. So, and the sun one. So what's happening for your Cancer in November 2015? I'm starting all the videos with this, the square difficult aspect between Saturn and Neptune. It's more friction creating. So it can lead to positive manifestations, but they come through some friction, through some disillusionment, through some a bit less savory realization. And this aspect almost happened at the first part of 2015 in the spring, late winter, early spring for the northern hemisphere. And now it's gonna happen fully. It's gonna properly happen. So maybe you had some taste of the possible manifestations earlier this year. So what I'm talking about might sound familiar for you already, but now it's happening fully, and I think it will repeat again in 2016. And the last time such a triad of aspects between Saturn and Neptune happened was 2006. So imagine how rare this aspect is. And what is it? Neptune is the planet of illusions, and Saturn is the planet of breaking those illusions of reality. So what it indicates, there will be some breakthrough through certain self-imposed illusions, or illusions that come, or lies or dishonesty that came to you from us to others, or lies and dishonesty that we've been dishonest to others will come to the surface now. And for example, Neptune is in your 9th house. Where is it most likely to happen? This kind of thing. Neptune is in your 9th house, which is your belief system, what you believe it's possible, what you believe it's, the way to live, the moral, ethical behavior, what is your attitude towards truth, and how your whole outlook on the world. It's such an important house, the 9th house. And Saturn squares this Neptune. So over the whole of November, and some of you maybe felt it the early part of 2015, it's not one-off, it's like an ongoing process for about 12 months when this aspect repeats 3 times or something. So it will escalate now in November, that certain outdated or misleading and unrealistic beliefs and outlooks on life. Maybe you had you believe that the governments are honest and correct, or you believe that your father has been a very hardworking person, and there might be some breakdown of those illusions. Or you might believe that money grows on trees and things always come easy to you. Or you might believe that it's always everything never works for me. That's it. I don't have any luck. That's my belief system. Of course, it always manifests. Whatever you believe in very strongly. And you can have like a realization, a breakthrough that actually you've been misleading yourself, that what you believe in it's not the ultimate truth, because Saturn is the planet of corrections, and it makes these difficult aspects, and you find these things a bit more the hard way, and you might get disillusioned. Maybe you believe from young one thing, or any kind of belief you have, it can come for you to realize, actually, the reality is different. And because Saturn is in the 6th house of Sixth house is a very hardcore reality. Sixth house is the house of seeing imbalances and seeing the the sad side of life, For example, poverty, seeing inequality, seeing illness. Seeing that those things exist, and these clash with your belief system. Maybe you always thought that you'll be healthy. You always thought that you'll be, and it doesn't matter what it is. So belief system with sixth house, belief system ninth house get clashes with the sixth house, planet from the sixth house, which is the smaller picture. And when you look around, you see the poverty, the dirt, the pollution in the world, the inequality, and becoming more aware of that. So this can burst some of your ideals or some of your belief systems to some extent. But that's much grander, bigger picture. What can it be on a bit more personal level? Ninth house rules foreign travel. Maybe you wanted to travel somewhere and certain details come to the surface now, certain blockages that make it, maybe you idealize some other country or some culture. Or some university, because ninth house also rules higher education, that you wanted to go, and Saturn can burst your bubble there and say, well, that's not actually the place for you. It's going to be a different place. You're not going to be in that country, or you can't get this visa, because actually the universe has a different plan for you, because Neptune indicates what we fantasize and what we think of as the ideal for us. But Saturn now squaring it will show that the fate, because Saturn is the planet of fate, has a different plan for you, especially in regards to those ninth house matters, high education, your countries of living, places of living, or belief systems and truths that you thought were real till now. Or maybe dealings with foreigners of some sort, if you have business in traveling in foreign exchange in some way. Or pre-qualification is the ninth house. Maybe now you can have a realization. I always thought that this is what I'm most knowledgeable about, but now I realize the need to pre-qualify and study something else. Or maybe you started studying something and you realize, now, my God, what a waste of time. Actually, I don't want to do political science. I want to study gardening and pre-qualify or something like that. Or the pressure to do this can happen to you. And especially if you're going in a path which is unrealistic in that direction. That's on a more practical level. But it also, let's see how Neptune affects Saturn in the sixth house. Sixth house is your work and duty responsibilities, and it's your health routine. So this clash with the ninth house, with Neptune. So if you had some illusions regarding your health, illusions of thinking, oh, I'll always be, healthy, I'll always be, I'm invincible in my health. Well, now there might be some dissolution, because Neptune dissolves, and Saturn is having strength and having boundaries and structures, and Neptune can dissolve those structures in regards to your work, in regards to also your health routines and health habits, and it can force you and can make you realize that actually you have to take different steps that are more realistic in regards to safeguarding your health, or you have to take different steps in regards to how you do your work and your job, especially if you're self-employed and not if you're employed. Sixth house rules when you're working for someone, when you have bosses above you, the work that you do, the service that you do. And even if you're self-employed, you also do service. You work. The people that you work for you becomes the sixth house. And you can have now Cancer some realizations in that regards, breaking through some old patterns, which is Saturn, and Neptune undermining them in some way. But also, I'll be careful to advise, if you have colleagues or people that work for you, that you work with people, or in your working environment, there might be some undercurrents that are happening in November, that they escalate, they come to the surface, whether it's some intrigue or some rumors that come, it might be... and try not to get someone to mislead you, because the work that you're doing, especially detail work, which is Saturn in the sixth house, Neptune can create a little bit of confusion, a little bit of misleading. Maybe someone gives you the wrong information, maybe misleads you directly, purposefully or not purposefully, because Neptune is this misleading influence, you have to check your details well in November. You know, I would advise even in December and October to do that. Get your details straight and right, and try not to, any information that's given to you, any piece of knowledge, don't take it as the ultimate. Check it. Go to the, untangle it, because it can lead to certain mistakes. Okay, now let's go to the other influences, Cancers. Libra, there are two planets, Mars and Venus, are in your fourth house. They are fast influences that whiz through your fourth house in November, from the middle of November in particular. And in December, you'll feel them, because Mars will stay in your fourth house for a month and a half. So you can get very active in regards to personal matters in your life. You can get very active in regards to sorting out something at home. Some of you might decide to relocate or fix something at home, or move furniture around at home, because the fourth house is the house of property and place of living, and change somehow the dynamics of the... It's a very quick influence, though it's not like life-changing. You might need to sort out certain problems also with family members, because Mars can be a bit conflictual planet, but it also, it helps you resolve them quick. It's not there for a long time. So if you're feeling a bit more stress from your personal life, maybe your family is putting a bit more pressure on you, or stepping on your toes a little bit, know that this shall pass quickly, and you have to pay a bit more attention there to sort such things. Maybe to sort something that needs fixing at home, to pay attention to maybe to help your mom and dad, or your family overall, to be more engaged and involved in activities with family members till the end of December, basically. Start from middle of November till the end of December. And on the positive side, you can have quite energizing time, revisiting your roots, or spending with family, with home, maybe do some project together. But on the negative side, they can be annoying you, and there can be some conflicts and arguments there. And also emotionally, a person feels a bit more restless when Mars is in the fourth house, and needs to do it. They can't even sit still for a long time when Mars is in the fourth house at home. They need to kind of do something there, But it's nothing major. Mars goes into a fourth house once every 2.5 years, and it helps you, because Mars is the problem solver. It helps you solve problems there. Of course, to solve a problem, it needs to escalate a bit more. But Venus is also there helping you, smoothing the situation. So there might be argument, and then, it can be improved as well. It's good time with Venus in your fourth house from the last 20 days of November, the first 10 days of December, to do something improvement in your home, to decorate, to to such kind of stuff. Sorry. What else? That's overall. And then the Sun, Cancer, and the Sun for you Cancers falls and Mercury in the fifth house in November. So it's also time to enjoy yourself as well, because fifth house is the house of amusement, is the house of creativity, hobbies, fun, and it continues to around the, to around the 20th, 22nd of November. And so basically the last 10 days of October, the first 20 days of November, you can have also increased focus in such kind of enjoyable things, maybe go to a few parties, maybe feel that you have a bit more confidence. When the Sun is in another water sign, it always supports the water signs and your water sign, so it supports, uplifts gently your confidence, makes things in regards to your goals and things run a bit more smoothly. Improve your mood overall, and there can be some focus on romance as well, or important conversations, because Mercury is there. Some conversations that you do with a romantic partner or with your children, because fifth house also rules our children, that you have to sort out, manage, organize the activities somehow a bit more in November, or that you have to have conversations with loved ones. And if you have creative hobbies, or if you're involved in your own business, which is also your own child, your own business, this can be more initiative time, very supportive for people who have their own business, freelancers, because they can find a way to be more center stage. They can find a way to bring it a bit more to the public eye, and they can find a way to be more playful and experiment with their business. Not experiment in a crazy way, but maybe get a few creative ideas for your business that will help you, that you can implement after that. So it's kind of uplifting time, you know. Okay, so that's overall. I don't see any kind of negative influences happening for you, Cancers. Specifically, you know, I was speaking about Neptune and Saturn in your 9th and 12th, 6th house, but they don't directly affect Cancer. They don't, they're in signs that are not, they're actually signs that don't aspect Cancer in a direct way, you know. Just I can give you specific, those of you Cancers that are born with ascendant or from 16 to 21 degrees, they can meet someone important in their life now. For ascendant from 16 to 21 degrees in Cancer, because Jupiter is sending a trine aspect to the 7th house of relationships. And Jupiter is the great benefic, so this can really help. In regards to business partnerships, you have the green light. In regards to business deals, you have the green light. In regards to relationships, you have the green light. You can improve marriage relationship, or something good can happen in the life of your partner that uplifts the both of you. Or some person can come and help you in some way. The help comes from others, support in some way. And or you can meet someone, or you can improve certain relationship if you have just your ascendant from 16 to 21 degrees in Cancer. So thank you very much, Cancers. Hope I was able to help you. If you want more specifically for your predictions, you can always contact me at astrolada.com, and the amazing astrologists I have there that have been selected personally by me with more experience than me, amazing at predicting. Or you can go to the birth chart calculator, where you have transits for the next 3 years that are specific for you. No one else in the world will have them, only people that are born in the same time and place and hour and year as you. So thank you very much.